Very good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. First of all, sincere apologies for starting a session late by 10 minutes. So, without any further delay, we are going to start with our
Good evening,
today's
ma'am.
session. And yeah, very good evening. We are going to start our session over incorporating nutrition education through various activities in the classrooms. Right. So, let me just begin. Okay, so it's evening time and we talk about nutrition. We talk about nutrition education, which is very, very important to be discussed in today's time, particularly even otherwise. It is very important, right? So I start with this topic considering that we as an educator has a responsibility to take this charge of educating our students over the correct way of nutrition, because we are seeing that how our students are already addressing certain challenges that are due to the improper nutrition they are facing. Maybe it is either the lack of awareness they have, or they are not, their knowledge and the skill set is not appropriate as per the requirement, and that is why they tend to eat only by the taste they really love to eat, rather than actually understanding what is the need by the body. Right. So it is the nutrition education. Basically, it is very crucial for all the individuals of all the ages and whatever the background they are. Right. It is to empowering our students to make the informed choices about food. It is also for us. We usually feel that it is only for either the pre-primary school or the elementary school students, where we need to teach them which is a healthy food or unhealthy food, or which food has like more carb into carb diets are there. So this is, I feel it is a very wrong notion or conception that this education is meant only for the young children or only for the students of junior classes. Rather, I feel this education is must for everybody, even for us. Right. It is not only to support the healthy lifestyle, what we expect, or prevent us from many type of chronic diseases, what even our children are facing nowadays. But it is also to have the thorough understanding for so many aspects that we can talk about. Whether it is your cognitive function, or it is the lifelong healthy habits that one should inculcate, or it is the supporting food security. It is talking about preventing the food wastage, or any kind of a impact on the food system, because ultimately we live in a ecosystem where the food is being grown, and it has to support the demand by the population, right? So there can be n number of aspects that revolve around this topic. But here, what I tried to touch through this is that how can we teach our students about the nutrition education? Right, okay. First of all, before we begin, let me just have a question from all of you, that should this nutrition education be more emphasized in school? Lot many parts of this question may go ahead. Do our students really care about what they eat? Are students well aware about the fact of nutrition? As educators, do we really lay emphasis on this aspect, or we leave this for our parents? Being their children, is it only a parent's responsibility, or as an educator?
Why is it showing my photo? मेरे को मेरा फोटो दिखना नहीं चाहिए.
All right.
The hell?
Your answers, please, your views, please. I'll be happy to listen from all of you. That good evening, Archana ma'am. I saw it in the chat for you. I would love everyone
अभी
to
किसी से कनेक्ट कर लो नहीं.
someone is
किसे कर लो किसी से. क्या?
please mute yourself. Marina ma'am.
चलो स्टार्ट करो. बस फोर नहीं चल. 4 नहीं. चल. किसी को दे.
I'll, 4 नहीं. चल. 4 नहीं. 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 Okay. Can you please turn off your camera, ma'am? Who is with this? Yes. Ma'am, I'm not able to hear you. I just want any of you to pull in with the ideas that why this nutrition education is must in school, or what can we do to develop the skill set in our students related to correct way of uh, healthy eating habits. So who is going to speak about that? Anyone?
Ma'am,
First of all, why don't you? Yes, ma'am. Would you like to speak, Marina, ma'am?
yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Very good
I
evening.
think nutrition, education is very necessary for the students and the parents also, because the students go according, like you said, according to their taste. And when they open, like I'm a kindergarten teacher, so when I see them opening their tiffins, it's only like chapati and sauce, or maybe they'll bring Maggie, or they'll bring chips, or they'll bring biscuits. Now these this sort of food does not have the essential nutrients in it. So
Very,
when this food does not have essential nutrients, and the eating junk food, that those nutrients are not going into their body, it's not going into their mind. So what I
very
know is that many of the children, they have difficulty in understanding things. They
right.
when you teach them something, it's difficult for them to grasp, because the iron is not there in their body. They
Right.
lack, they are anemic, then they're not able to see properly because vitamin A deficiency is there. Their skin has problems. There are many problems which our children face, but that can be cured only if proper diet is given to our children. You need not go to doctors also, just give the proper nutrition to the child, and your child will be up to the mark. There are children, when I teach them, they're not able to grasp even after teaching them many times. Then I tell the parents that I want to know what are the eating habits of your child. Then they tell on their own, ma'am, वो तो खाता ही नहीं है. He
Mm-hmm.
eats only biscuits. Then I said, no, you have to feed him
Right.
vegetables. You have to give him fruits. You have to give him this, that, because your child's attention span is very less, and grasping power is very less. That is because he's not eating properly. So when they
Right.
follow what I've said, they do see a difference in the child.
Absolutely right, ma'am. Ma'am, well begin. Quite a good insight you have given in the beginning of the session, and this is what we are talking about. And not only, ma'am, junior classes, not only those elementary classes, not only the children of that 5 to 7 years of age group or 10 years of age group. I just feel that this topic has to be discussed with the children of every age group. Right, and it has to be done by us as an educators, because somewhere we consider that now the child is grown up and he understands how to take care of his health, although this is not the fact. Right. So the next question definitely comes to you only, ma'am. Can you please tell that are we really laying emphasis on this aspect of educating our students over nutrition? I'm talking about whatever age you can talk about, whatever age you can group, whatever grade you can talk about. Are we really doing such thing activities? Are we really promoting these things in our school? Or we just speak it to the parent, or we just do it once in a month and that's enough? Don't you think that there is a need for this topic to be discussed at length and somehow in a very, very creative and entertaining way rather than just speaking? See, if we speak in one go, then even the parents have answer. And our parents answer that, okay, he doesn't eat, so what can I do? Right? So that is the. So can we just inculcate these habits in our students itself? Because in a school, there are two things. Number one, our students have a greater impact of a teacher over them. More than parents. Whatever teacher says, they religiously follow that. And the second thing is there that if they are in a circle of their friends, they are in a habit of following others. So if one friend is eating, suppose a fruit one day, the next day he's going to ask his parents, Mama, give me fruit. My friend also got it. Right. So this is what I was talking about, that how I feel that this topic is being neglected in school, especially in senior classes. In junior, still we have this part adjusted to like in the curriculum, but we need to talk about this more. And how? And how? We cannot be just talking about that, okay, it is good to eat, so do this and don't do this, right? That talking is not going to help. Why not to do it in some fun kind of way? This is our today's motto. We
What
are
we
going
did
to
was
see.
that was for our children. Since children are fussy in eating their food, we told them to bring nutritious food items in different shapes, like
Shapes.
heart shape, star shape, square shape. So when the children saw the same roti in the form of a heart, they were more
Right.
interested in eating
In
it.
eating
And
that.
like you said, the other children also saw it and they said, "Mummy, humko bhi bana ke do. Make for us also, and give us the same food." So that was there. Also, we talked to them. Along with that, when I'm teaching them A, B, C, D, I teach them A for apple. So I take an apple in my hand, show it to them, cut it, eat
This
it,
is
give it
good
to
to
them,
eat. Right,
then
ma'am.
tell
Right.
them also.
So, ma'am, kindergarten or even in the lower primary sections, we have ample number of activities that are usually done to teach our students, and that also can be incorporated in a different levels once we go ahead. So, why nutrition education? It is not only to promote the healthy eating habits or prevent them from diseases. It also help them to develop their cognitive skills, and definitely that's going to support academic success. So, that is the motive of or objective of taking this session. Right. So let's go further. By the end of this session, we are going to find it out that how nutrition education has to be the integral part of school curriculum. And even if it is there, nutrition education can be easily imparted through interesting and fun activities. So I just want everyone, those who are here, to give your ideas like what best activities can be done at different grades so that students really learn about that. So my another question that comes to you people is, what is your favorite meal and why do you enjoy it? Do not try to give only the healthy items here, because we are in a session. Try to just check whether it is healthy or whether it is unhealthy. Think from the student perspective also, that even if we are aware that it is unhealthy, do we really love it? Eating our that favorite meal, and why do I like it? Anyone, you may write it in the chat box also. You may just talk in the session also by unmuting yourself. So anyone who would like to speak that what is your favorite food and why do you like it? Tripti ma'am says people become what they eat. Yes. Nidhi ma'am says you need to answer these questions. Nidhi ma'am, do you want to answer this question? See, we are going to see so many nice activities we can incorporate to teach all this. And in our science, maths, right? Okay, whatever subject you people are taking, whatever classes you are taking, that can be very well done. So anyone who would like to share that, what is your favorite meal and why do you enjoy it? Any random, whatever you like. So don't worry about that. You will be judged over what you really love, even if it is unhealthy. Like suppose if I talk about me, so I really love certain things. If I talk about, I love mangoes because it tastes sweet. Yes. Tripti ma'am like mangoes. Ma'am, mangoes are healthy, so that is not an issue. But what about if you like something very unhealthy food? We like pastas, we like this, like you said, Maggies and noodles. These things are there, or the fried food, which always tastes better. Right. So my point was talking about this is that we really like that food, even if it is fried, or we really like to eat that food because they are tastier. So usually what happens, the healthier things that are there, they may not taste that good. They may be having a little bland taste, but we need to tell our students about the importance of those healthy foods as compared to the unhealthy foods. How? To what level? How to make it as per the age appropriate activities that we are supposed to think about it. Right? So let's go to the next slide. Now we are incorporating our nutrition education through simple yet interesting activities. Right. So I'll start from the maths. Is there any maths teacher who can talk about how nutrition can be incorporated in the activities? I'll share one activity with you and then you can go ahead by the time. So in my school, one of my colleague, maths teacher, what he did, that he asked the students these to get the packed foods that are there, okay? Either Tetra Packs or whatever the bottle cold drinks, asked them to get it in the school. They asked to read about how much sugar content is present in that. And then she made them weigh on the food balance, the digital food balance. And now, whatever the sugar that they weighed, she put it in a polybag and then told them that, okay, taking just one 300 ml bottle or this much of a bottle of a cold drink, you are consuming so much of sugar. Right. Okay. Now, once they see or read that, okay, this is suppose 30 grams, they are not able to calculate how much 30 grams looks like. But when they see and realize that, okay, this much of sugar that can damage, now the senior students also understand that taking too much of sugar is always harmful. Nowadays, even the senior secondary students are very, very gym conscious. They know that they need protein diets. So these things are there. So until and unless you, how much verbal you talk to them about that this much of sugar is present, so one should not consume it, until and unless that they weigh it, then only they understand that how much it can harm their or cause their body. Right. So this activity, a simple activity that I really like, it was in my school. I would love if any maths teacher is there in the session and she can tell me about more activities teaching. So teaching measurements, teaching any kind of a part in the maths can be through the activity, and simultaneously you are making them realize about the nutritional facts, and that can be amazing. You need not to tell them that, okay, don't consume that much of sugar. The moment they will see that they have consumed that much sugar, they themselves will understand that this is bad. And next time they will be like very careful. It is going to have a longer impact into the students rather than just speaking about the content. So anyone from the maths background in the group here? Or if you can pull in your ideas to whatever subject you are taking. Maths I'm talking, so I'll go by maths, that whether it is portion sizes, how can we teach them about portion sizes? But we need not to tell them like about getting the pizzas, because pizza again is going to be unhealthy. If you want to talk about fractions, right? Usually it's a very nice activity telling them through the pizza that make these many fractions and teach them about fractions, right? So try to take only the healthy diet for your activity so that simultaneously you can stress on that the food also, what is healthy or not, right? So I would still look.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Normally, in ingredients will be given in any thing whatever we buy. Actually, we can tell the students to identify, note down the ingredients and the percentage they can calculate. They can find out the
Percentage.
percentage.
Okay.
Yeah, they
Very
can
right.
find the percentage of various ingredients. Actually, what is the total grams mentioned in the package, and how much gram is meant for that particular ingredient, they can find out. They can make it into percentage, or they can draw a pie chart using the various ingredients. How much percentage is there for this particular ingredient? How much is there for the second one? And out of which, if they are a biology student, they will be able to identify which is which is having more nutritional value, etc. A maths person may not know which is needed for them as far as nutrition is considered. Maths part, you can think about the ingredients are normally mentioned there itself in the packet itself. So that will
But
make
sir,
them
at least
do.
they will be reading about whatever the
Yeah,
sugar content is there, so
yeah,
they
yeah,
know
yeah,
how
yeah,
much
yeah,
carb will be there. So,
yeah, yeah.
are you from the maths background, sir?
Yeah, I'm a maths HOD of one of the CBSE schools in Chennai,
Right, sir. So
Shankara.
nice, sir. Valuable input given by sir. And this is what I feel, that it is not that we know that the percentage can be very well taught to the students through these activities, but maybe because of the constraint of time, or maybe because of sometimes the unplanned sessions that we are not taking care of these activities that can be incorporated teaching. See, my basic motive is, my basic thought over this is there, that once we are teaching our main subject, subject also, but if we are keeping consciously in our mind that the nutrition education has to be imparted to our students, then definitely I can achieve two targets with my same one arrow, right? I can have two goals that can be achieved. So if we are teaching our subject, regular subject, but we are talking about nutrition, so somewhere they will realize the importance of that thing. Am I right, sir? So, like if it is a calculation, like portion sizes or calorie count,
Yeah, yes. They do math part as well as you said, they'll be aware of nutritional values. Both can
somewhere
be.
they will be carrying that knowledge
Yeah,
to
yeah.
home,
That's
and
true.
they will be
That's true.
remembering once they are going to pick that packet of a chips
Yeah,
or
yeah.
anything what
That's
they
true.
are going to pick, that they will remember that we did it in the classroom, and I need
Yes.
to be very careful about this much percentage of carbohydrate was there in that. Right? Or as I said, that this much sugar, if they have seen it, believe me, drinking 300 ml of any kind of a cold drink will be a difficult for anybody to looking that, okay, this much sugar I have consumed. Because nowadays, even students have become very conscious. I have seen right from the age of 13, they are very, very careful about their looks also. So if they are like obese, or if they are overweight, in that case, they immediately become very conscious, but they do not know how to manage this or how to address this problem. So such activities are going to help them in understanding what right choices they can do to improve their diet, and that will definitely impact their health, and it's going to improve their health. Even for senior classes, see, I told you that in junior classes, there are still so many activities that the part of the curriculum teachers take. So there is one small activity that I really liked it, that how to talk about nutrition to senior secondary students, or maybe business studies students, or maybe talking the secondary class student, 9th and 10th grader students. Anyhow, you can incorporate this. Only you need to come up with creative ideas. So this was about opening a restaurant, right? So can you talk with the kids about imagining that if they are going to launch their health food restaurant, they can name restaurant with something that has to keep only the healthy items into their restaurant. You can allot them certain kind of money. Ask them to now invest that money or make a budget of that money into different categories where they need to invest what best they can do to have only supply of healthy foods. So if they will be designing their menu, suppose they will be writing what amount the money they are going to keep it for that. So simultaneously they will be learning some numbers, some additions, or designing brochure also. So it will become an like interdisciplinary course also. The art may come in between, maths may come in between, right? Anything can come in between. They will have the like critical thinking about it. They'll be thinking more about how can I design my restaurant, and where I can think about keeping only healthy dishes. At least they'll be learning about it. They'll be talking about that. There might be a question that, okay, how to sell this, because the public has more choices for the junk food. Then they will come up with certain ideas that may counter over these thoughts, but at least they will be learning about it. Right? So just not only talking about fractions in junior classes or ratio proportion in junior classes through math, we can talk with the senior students also in one or the other way that is there. Another activity that I came across, I was just thinking, many students of middle school, 6th to 8th grader students, they are always like having, whether it is boys, girls, quite a lot being like impressed by sports personalities, right? These athletes, what are there? Can we ask them or give them like activity of making them a smoothie? Post-workout smoothie for their athletes. So not only they can talk about thinking or designing their own athlete, or they can think about the preparing the ingredients for smoothie. They may choose on different fruits or what all they are going to, yogurt or something they are going to add, what proportion they are going to add into that, and then they can look at the calories also that can be the calories that is going to be that with that limited portion of smoothie that is going to be there, right? Okay, so what is there between what is the idea that search the activities that are creative and search the ideas that are search the activities that are relevant to today's generation. Right. So my only point here is that if we straight away talk to our students of like 6th to 8th graders, I'm talking about that these things are good food, or I'm talking about the ratio proportion through this way. You study this, do solve the questions, and prepare these questions for the coming formative or summative assessment. Then we are not doing justice to our education. Right. To do right justice to certain things, we need to think about that teaching the basic mathematical skills. But if I can incorporate any other life skill into that, or any kind of activities like these nutritional activities into that, that can help them learn better and make them a better person for the future. You are inculcating the habits that are going to be with them throughout their life. So, and moreover, simultaneously, they will retain it for longer time in their brain. Am I right? If any such activity done in the classroom, nowadays they are maintaining portfolios. So if any colorful sheet, they design something like making their own smoothies, learning different ratio proportion through this topic, then definitely they will retain this topic for a longer time. Maths, already the students have a phobia. Many students have a phobia about mathematics. They feel that it is very complicated. It is very complex subject. But adding on such activity is helping us achieve our both the targets, right? So the next one I take on to the science subject. Is there anyone from the science background? And I would love to have their input. Like science already contain this nutritional topics, nutrients, so many chapters are there. So already science teachers are doing so many things, but how can we make it more creative? How can we make it more entertaining, fun-loving for the students so they can learn it in a better way? So anyone?
May
Yes,
I,
madam.
ma'am?
Yes, please.
For example, children love Coca-Cola and other fruit drinks a lot. All these artificial colorings are used in it, and especially Coca-Cola, we can take a glass of Coca-Cola and we can add a tooth to it, or a bone we can add to it, and
Ma'am,
slowly
only
erode.
calcium tablet. Only calcium tablet would also work.
Then
Right.
start taking place, ma'am. Slowly,
Right.
the enamel, everything starts starts eroding. So we can
Right.
show the children that see what happens when you drink these cold drinks and all, how harmful these are for your teeth, for your bones and all.
Right, absolutely right, ma'am. Lovely example. So this is a tooth decay experiment with either eggshells or a calcium tablet or anything. You just put it in a cold drink and you just leave it for some time, and the students could see that how the acid present in these cold drinks erode the top layer of calcium. Right. So now again, 100 times you tell a child that cold drinks are not good for you, it may not, he may not remember, and the moment it comes the question about that he wants to have it, he is going to have it. But if you carry out any such experiment right in front of his eyes, he will be checking himself twice before having something, right? Depending upon child to child, that varies. But it is very important that carry out the activity to teach this rather than telling them or making them write question answers in the notebook. Right. So this is my point about any other example, Marina ma'am. Well said. Any other teacher would like to add or give example from the science? How can we incorporate activities related to nutrition in the subject science or EVS in junior classes? Anyone? So there is one beautiful thing there. It's called as a My Plate Challenge. It is not only My Plate Challenge, it's also My Plate Relay Race. So there are good experiments related to, see, you might be wondering that how it is very difficult for teachers, don't have time. How are they going to how are they going to incorporate activities? एक ही point पढ़ाने में पूरा का पूरा period निकल जाएगा, हमें question answers भी कराने हैं, we need to check the notebooks also, and if I'm going to plan this activity, then it is going to take away my 1 period or 2, and it will be a chaos also in the class. Please come out of these type of mindset in the classroom, because today's generation is not the one who learns just by cramming. They are far more very their brains are developed, and if you really want to teach them something for a longer time, you will have to come down to creative activities in the class. Howsoever you plan it, to do it in your 40 minutes or 1 period, or maybe you break your chapter where you reduce your question answer, that is a possibility, but can make them carry out this activity. Right, so it can be for 4th grade, 5th grade students that is there. You just make them create their own plate. So it is a my plate challenge. Don't do it simply asking them that, okay, I give you, you bring the food and then make your own plate. That may create a mess in the classroom. You can ask them to get just pictures of the food rich in carbohydrate, pictures of the food rich in protein, pictures of the food having fiber in it, and whatever the nutrients, whether it is fat is there. So all 5 nutrients, micronutrients, all essential things, what they feel should be the part of my plate challenge, including you can ask them the importance of water also, right? Ask them to create their own plate. Right, what content, how much content, and this can be done by a relay race if possible. You need to check it how appropriately you can do it. Depends upon, again, the age group you are dealing with, the topics you are dealing with, and the time, definitely what you have it in your hand. Right, so students can create their own my plate model with the do not bring food, a possibility, else ask them to get pictures and then design, or they can draw also. Right, okay, they can draw, and then they will understand, okay, this much, again mass may come in between, so it can be again an interdisciplinary project. So they can decide how much protein requirement is there in the body, how much carb requirement is there, but actually how much they are eating. So they can be making two complete comparison of 2 plates also. It is a my plate, which is very like ideal plate, right, okay, as per the balanced diet, and actually what I am eating, and let them compare now both the things that are there, right? And now they can come and discuss from their picture. They can put it again, once again, there in their portfolios. You can keep it in your drawing activities also. You can give them as a holidays homework also. You can give them as a multiple assessment activity also. Let them search, let them think, let them compare. Let them talk about it. Give scope to like give room to them to speak it in the classroom. If not all, at least some students will come up and will be speaking about it, and the others are going to really learn about it. So just merely saying that, okay, there are I think 6th grade also has got topic nutrients, all about nutrients. So in this nutrient, there are 5 nutrients. They are required, few are required in less quantities, few are required more. Carbohydrate is this, protein is this, functions of carbohydrate, functions of proteins. That seems to be very boring and not going to last for long. How about if instead of talking all about in 2 periods, you just carry out, give them to get the material next day and do this activity, and your job is done. Right. So display the good plates that they have designed somewhere in the school, and then you can applaud or appreciate their work. Others students will automatically come up next to chase that. Right. So this was a my plate challenge. Talking about balanced diet, talking about how much quantity is needed as per the individual nutrient that is there. You may go ahead. There is no end to looking for very creative activities. You can talk about, you can keep the debate and discussions on this. You can, like 8th grade has got a chapter about crop production. 9th grade has got a topic about improvement in food resources. See, we teach them how the food is grown. But can we incorporate nutritional facts related while the food is being grown? Right. So somewhere, I myself is a science teacher for 20 years, right? Okay. Somewhere I realized that while teaching, The nutrition is talked less as compared to the topics that are being given. Every grade has got a topic related to food somewhere. Right from primary, I'm talking. Right from kindergarten, I'm talking. Till the senior classes, right? Every grade in our curriculum has these topics. So as teachers, it is our responsibility to how wisely incorporate this knowledge and develop the attitude of our students related to the subjects, syllabus or the curriculum, right? So I was talking about crop production chapter. We teach them what agricultural practices are used. We teach them about Rabi and Kharif crop. We teach them about leguminous and non-leguminous crops. Can't we add something related to nutrition and check them that, okay, what food have you got in your lunch box? Is it leguminous or it is non-leguminous? It will be a really fun talking about that. Okay, if they have got any kind of a pulse or a dal, they may connect leguminous. Learning the leguminous term itself, they find it very heavy. But if you are going to make it little bit interesting, they'll never forget such things. All right. Coming to social science, anyone from this background or again from the EVS background where you feel that you can talk a lot about nutrition in this subject also?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. I'll be happy to hear you, ma'am. Someone was speaking. Or any teacher may pull in, like any idea you think that can be incorporated through this subject or any other subject. I'll be like really happy to take your ideas.
Ma'am, we can do one activity. We can do
Mhm.
an activity where we can hold a fete or a fair where people from different, like people dress up like people from different states and
Right.
they bring their food like dhokla, which is healthy from Gujarat. Then you have got uttapam, rasam, and all from the south. So all of these children, they can dress up in their traditional clothes, and then they can bring their food items, and then they can make people taste it. They can make the other children taste it, and then they can tell them the health benefits and all. And in this way, they'll be sharing about the geography and the culture of their places also, and along with that, they're sharing the nutritional facts and the taste of the food also.
So, ma'am, within no minutes, you could design a wonderful activity that can be like teach them n number of things respecting the diversity, talking about the food, talking about the nutrition, you can make it like a kind of a patriotic thing also. You can keep it related to on the like any national holiday, national festivals. You can keep it around that. Anything you can design, anything you can design. What is needed is a conscious effort by you all. Right. Okay. So it is like whether you talk about food culture and traditions, or you talk about the history in SST, or discuss about the social economical factors in senior classes. Right. Okay. We can keep anything such that the students really get to know what is right thing for them to eat. Right. I'll be little quick with subjects because there are so many other things next to that also. Languages, need not to say that there can be like plethora of activities that can be done, whether it is Hindi, English, or any foreign language or Sanskrit, anything that can be there. Right. They can write essay. They can write poem. They can have the debate and discussions. In my school, a very nice activity was done because see, these have become very routine activities, writing essay, poems, and debate and discussions. They become little bit boring for students, especially for those who are not good orators. Right. So a very nice activity was done by playing bingo. Bingo about the vocabulary, but the condition was they will be using the vocabulary, only the terminology related to nutrition. And see, they came up with very nice words that were there. And they could play this game. So I think gaming is one such method where the learning become very, very interesting. So even in languages, gaming can be incorporated. Right? You can grade them over such things. So whether it is maths, whether it is science, whether it is SST, or whether there are languages, anything can be done. I have some restriction of time, else I would have shown you that the songs are also available over nutrition. I'm not talking only about the Mont 1, Mont 2 schools, kindergarten schools. I'm talking that they can write their own songs. They can write rap. Right, you ask students. I myself tried a lot of night. They come up with very creative ideas. They write very nice essays. They write very nice raps and poems. Not only they write, they come with the music also, and then they sing it in the class. Right? So these things can be done. Beyond our regular academic subjects, that can be art, that can also help you help students learn about the nutritional facts. Physical education, we also incorporated relay race about my plate challenge, so that can be another thing. Fine arts, in business and economics, talking about food industries, any kind of an entrepreneurship or any startups that are there, marketing strategies, that can also be talked about, that why this has to be promoted, the marketing style, how the healthy food need to be promoted so that your country becomes healthy too. Right? Even our respected Prime Minister talking about healthy food, trying to bring a shift from wheat and rice to different kinds of millets. Right? So why all these attempts? Because these attempts are meant for bringing awareness about the correct diet and the nutritional facts somewhere that we think is going on, but actually it is being ignored. Considering that everyone knows the fact, that is true, everyone knows. But how practically it has been implemented, check yourself. Everyone, those who are there in the room, everyone check yourself. What have you eaten since morning? You'll get to know that you did not even count the calories you have taken. Right? Recently, even these companies have come up with protein milk. Why suddenly the India has got awakened about the importance of protein diet in our meals, right? Because the Indian food is the one that is lacking too much in protein and high in carbohydrates, right? So if we as an adult are doing these mistakes, our students, how are they going to learn it? And if I plan to take these sessions in classroom, not only my students will be learning from me, I myself will be becoming very, very aware about the things. I'll be checking my diet throughout the day too. One more thing that I tried once again myself, that photography is one such thing where students love it the most. Right. So instead of asking them to make a in art, asking them to design a poster that may be only appealed by the students, those who are good in artistic skills, other students may not love it. Right? So we cannot cater every child of the classroom with the same thing. Why don't you give them option that, okay, those who can draw, let them draw healthy foods or any poster promoting the healthy food. Or there can be students who can catch good photographs and get the printout for you. Nowadays, these things are very easy. Through their mobile itself, they can do it very well. Right? Okay. Somebody can write, someone can take pictures, someone can draw it. Whatever way they can learn. You can frame an activity with that flexibility to our students. Your objective learning outcome should be achieved through that. Give it an option. Draw, take picture, write, make a poem, anything, right? But objective should be achieved, that they should be learning about good food. So cooking and gardening becomes a little bit difficult in the school to carry out. But yes, I have seen the school where cooking without fire beautifully done in by the teachers, right? On any special occasions that is there. The schools which are somewhere related near to farms, they do take these field trips and take the students to give them the real life experience and talking to the farmers. That is again one such thing that can enhance their learning or make our students more aware about these facts, which are much needed, teachers, which are much needed. Right? Okay. Because ideally we consider that, okay, this is the part of parents, or we assume that our students already know about it. Both the notions are wrong. Rather, we can involve our parents also through such kind of education, right? And this is AdMed activity. This is just an activity, but you may think about it. Do check it in your classrooms. Give them an activity to design an ad that promotes healthy food, right? Okay. So how creative our students are, they'll come up with wonderful ideas now. Ask them to give a tagline to that. Don't ask them to write too much over that. Just ask them to draw a picture or give like a tagline to that ad and talk about that, why that advertisement is promoting, how the advertisement is promoting any kind of a healthy food, whatever they want to take it. Just one small activity. You will get the advantage of grading your students. They will be learning a lot from you. You yourself will be seeing that how creative your students are. They will be having like showing you such skills what you may not have seen them earlier, exhibiting them earlier. Right? Technology, always an integral part of teaching learning process. So its impact cannot be denied. Whatever you want to do, you can keep some interactive platforms. You can ask them, make them aware about there are so many apps nowadays, right? Okay, where the health can be checked on, the steps can be counted on, water water alarms are there. So many things are there. We need to come to the level of our students, what makes them easy to learn, right? If we will be teaching them through the strategies what were used 10 years back, it may not be it may not be giving you the outcome what we are desiring to. So whether it is online games are there, digital resources are there, social media campaign, that is again, it is conditional. We cannot take anything where we are, that is not under our control. But yes, these things are there. At least ask them to follow certain things. Right? So this use of technology can be the another aspect. Certain additional tips. Okay, I'm continuously speaking since long. Additional tips are there. Somebody else would like to give more tips beyond taking the activities through our subjects or through other things what I have spoken about. Anyone would like to give any innovative idea? The target is, the motive is, the objective is to talk about nutrition with our students on day-to-day basis.
Shilpi ma'am,
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry to interrupt, ma'am. There are only 2 minutes left for you to
Sir,
complete the
I'm
session.
just about to end, sir.
Yeah,
Right. Right. So, as the time is limited with us, I'm seeing teachers have written category like healthy, unhealthy things. So many points have been written. Tripti ma'am, right, when things are done through activities, children themselves solve questions. Yes, ma'am, that is our part. Right, okay. Fine. So I'll just move to my next slide. So this is what I was talking about, that we can involve parents. We can create any positive environment. Any balanced approach related to the physical fitness also, and the diet can be incorporated. It's all about our planning, what we are going to do, and our conscious efforts that can bring a change in our child's life. Right? So need not to be talking all the time about our subjects that may makes it little boring. Or the students, those who are really excelling in academics only understand. But if you are going to carry out these activities, even the students, those who are not up reaching to the mark of academics performance, they will come up with very innovative ideas, and that will boost their confidence, and they are going to learn it. So there's a quote saying by Thomas Edison that the doctor of the future will no longer treat the human frame with drugs, but rather will cure and prevent diseases with nutrition. That is right, ma'am. Why to like prevention is better than cure? Why to get into any kind of a treatment or any kind of problem if we can take care of ourselves and our students too? So before I end up the session, as sir gave me 2 minutes, as an educators, it's our responsibility to take these topics to the classroom, discuss all these topics on the everyday basis to our students so that they can inculcate the habits, and that is going to boost their performance also in academics, also will develop the lifelong learning lessons related to the nutrition and their health. Right? Thank you so much, sir. Here, I just want anyone has got any question related to the topic, I would love to be taking up those questions. Anyone? Marina ma'am, would you like to tell more about anything or?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so I have stopped sharing. I just want that all of you, whatsoever grade and classes and age group you are dealing with, please remember to take up this topic into your classroom so that we can play our part of being an educators. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, sir.
So we would like to really appreciate the interactive participants who have been thoroughly with the resource person today. At the same time, we would like to really appreciate the efforts of Shilpi ma'am as to integrate such a wonderful topic today, because this is the first time I'm hearing something about inculcating nutrition and all into the subjects that we are handling. It is really a great idea. So that's the reason we say trainers are not made, they are born. And I believe there are many such people with us in this room today. Lots and lots of appreciations to you, Shilpi ma'am, and we are looking, forward, for much more sessions like this. Keep up the good work. And
Thank you so
firstly,
much, sir.
yeah, thank you, ma'am. So before we get into the matter of certificate, we would like to announce that within 2 days, our 11th batch of Train the Trainer course is starting. Most of you are aware that every month there is a batch of trainers who are being, given to the society from the end of SNTTC. Till today, we have 63 resource persons with us and 4 master trainers, which include Shilpi ma'am and Lata ma'am as well, who are here today. So the people who really wish to make a career in training, which is a wonderful career today, you can become a corporate trainer, you can become a board specific trainer, you can become a trainer, subject specific trainer, you can become a trainer for publishers. For all these things, there is some foundation that is needed. And through SNTTC, that is what the foundation which we are laying since last, few years. So the people who really wish to make a career in training can approach me through WhatsApp or call me. We will be giving the information to you. And the course is going to start from 3rd of May. Registrations are closing on 30th of April. So that's how it is. And coming to your certificates, the people who wish to grab a certificate can send ₹50 to the following number: 9908925730. I have written it in the box. Sorry. Let me write it in the chat box once again. 9908925730. Yes. So you have to pay ₹50 either through GPay, PhonePe, or Paytm to this particular number and send the screenshot along with your name, the complete name as you want on your certificate. Kindly make a note of a point that the certificate will be generated within 24 hours. Today we have finished your session by 8 o'clock. So tomorrow before 8 o'clock, you will be receiving your certificate. In many cases, you will be receiving by morning itself. But in worst cases, you will be receiving by 24 hours. Okay, so if your friends are getting certificates and you are not getting, don't worry. You have time till 24 hours. So this is the major concern which we hear. My friends got, I didn't get. Okay, that's how it is. So you have to share the amount to this number and send the screenshot along with your name. And coming to our WhatsApp group, to stay informed about our webinars which we are conducting on daily basis, I am sharing the link of the webinar group over here. You can join the webinar group to stay informed about our sessions. By using the link which I have just shared in the chat box. So I believe that's all for today. Looking forward to have you all in the upcoming sessions also. Thank you one and all. Thank you, Shilpi ma'am. Thank you,
Thank you
Lata
so
ma'am.
much, everyone, for joining. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.